down below kung nasaan po kayo mga kapamilya. But for now, guys, today's media conference is all about RYF, Catriona Gray's version of the empowering song Raise Your Flag, written by Trisha Denise and ABS-CBN Music creative director Mr. Jonathan Manalo. This song is inspired by the beauty queen's memorable statements from her Miss Universe journey. Originally recorded by KZ Tandingan and Critico, the track is meant to raise awareness and advocate different social movements and to bring inspiration and voice to every human advocate and to encourage advocates to have their views heard and wishes considered. Now, this is a collaboration between ABS-CBN Music and CS Music, so thank you so much to everyone behind this project. Now, let us all introduce, let's all get to meet the reason why we are all here for today. We are joined by an advocate, model, beauty pageant title holder who was crowned Miss Universe 2018. She's a lot of things, guys. She's a multi-hyphenate, and now, most recently, she is a recording artist, and she's joining us live all the way from Australia. Please welcome Miss Catriona Gray.
Hi everyone! Hi from wherever it is in the world that you're watching from, and hi to my mga kababayan in the Philippines. Hi DJ IE! Thank you so much for being with me today. I'm super excited to be releasing this music out into the world. It's been a very long time coming, and finally we're here. I want to take this time also to thank Star Music and also CS Music for making it possible, and also to all of our media partners who are here today, along with everyone who's tuned in with us. Thank you so much.
I love it, Catriona. You haven't changed a bit. We love you so much for being so humble. You still give time for us, even though you're in a different part of the world. So thank you so much, Catriona. And yes, as you
Thank you.
said, this has been a long time coming. Since we saw your YouTube videos before that you were singing, finally you have, an official recording out. So we're so happy you came up with this one. Thank you so much again to ABS-CBN Music and CS Music for this. Now, as we go along sa mga viewers natin at home, please comment the advocacy that you RYF or raise your flag for, and we'll try to read some later, okay? But for now, let's start the Q&A session with our friends from the media joining us from different parts of the world. All right, our first one is from Pinoy Vibes Toronto. Unahin na natin siya because guys, it's very late there now. We've got DJ Ryan. Hi, DJ Ryan. Please turn
Hi,
on your
DJI.
camera.
Hi, DJI. It's worth it. Even though I've waited for so many hours, I'm so excited. And thank you so much.
There,
You
DJ
look good
Ryan.
today, Bitay.
Oh, thank you.
Konti na lang, Miss Universe na rin.
Nakakahiya naman. DJ Ryan, anong oras na dyan?
It's 2:09 a.m. So just a Philippines
Oh.
2:09 p.m. Yeah. So
Yes, exactly. Okay,
madaling
go ahead,
malaman.
DJ Ryan. The floor is yours. Miss Catriona Gray is waiting for your question.
Oh yeah. So Catriona, it's my pleasure to meet you here again. And as you can see my background,
Likewise.
I took that picture for you. From you when you visited
Oh, yes,
Toronto.
for the Bantay Bata Foundation event.
Yes. Hope you like it. And
Yes,
anyway,
thank you.
okay. So my name is DJ Ryan of Pinoy Vibes Toronto, and thank you so much, TFC. So my question is, if you have a message to all our kababayan, especially here in North America, what is the best lyrics or part of Raise Your Flag song that you think will uplift Filipinos? Like, we all know that madalas ang discrimination here, especially here in North America. So yeah,
Thank you,
that's it.
Ryan, for the question. And also thank you for staying up so late to be here with us. I super duper appreciate it. A lyric that I would choose for the situation that you really highlighted, being that of facing discrimination or perhaps judgment from other people. There's a lyric in the song of RYF that says, "Learn to lift each other up. We'll be stronger. Together we'll reach for the impossible." Because I really feel it can feel so overwhelming when you're facing something that seems bigger than you and you feel like you're alone in it. So that could be really exemplified in if you see discrimination happening in your workplace, in your friend group, maybe even in your own circles, you can stand up for that person, or just kind of try and educate where that discrimination is coming from if you have the ability to do so. Because I'm all for standing up for something, but we also have to emphasize that we need to listen. We also need to have the conversation, because that's how we can move forward together. So that would be the lyric that I would choose.
Thank you so much, Catriona. Very well said. Thank you for raising our flag. We love you.
Thank you.
I'm sure DJ Ryan speaks for all of us. Yes. Thank you so much, DJ Ryan. And we have another DJ from Pinoy Vibes Toronto. Please welcome DJ Akzi. Kindly join us. Hi.
Hi, hello everyone. Hi, Catriona.
Hi po.
Hello. So here's my question. We all know that once a beauty queen, you'll always be a beauty queen, and everyone is looking up to you as an inspirational Miss Universe from the Philippines. So my question would be, during this time of pandemic, how would your song continue to keep the faith of the people to raise our flag as a proud Filipino?
Thank you for the question. I really believe that this whole song's message is about standing up for someone or something. And that could easily be adapted to standing up for your fellow countrymen, standing up for their rights, for their safety, for their well-being. And it can be something as simple as, if you're an employer, really looking after the people underneath you, or in a family setting, how can you look out for the other families in your community that you can get involved in your community, such as being a volunteer or perhaps being a part of an organization. I know that it's very trying for all of us, because there are so many surmounting challenges that each of us face around the world, really, not just in the Philippines. So it really is trying to just see, how can I be of help to someone in even the smallest way? And I feel that that's really the entire message of RYF.
Thank you so much. You'll always be our inspiration. Thank you so much, Catriona.
Thank you po.
Thank you, DJ Abzi. And now let's move on to another friend from the media. We have Steve Angeles of Mixed News. Hi, Steve. Hello, Steve. Kindly turn on your camera and microphone. We are ready for your question.
Hi, Catriona. Steve from ABS-CBN North America and Mixed News. Actually caught you at the Fiesta Filipina the other night, so that was quite a pleasant surprise. So I wanted to ask you,
Yes.
coming from the pageant world, from the whole Miss Universe reign and everything you've done, how's the transition been like from being that to being a recording artist? Did you have to do any special training?
It's definitely a different field. And thank you for the question. I've always been passionate about music, and I've been training in vocal lessons and everything when I came back home to the Philippines after my reign. But in a way, it's very much similar to the job. Oh, hello. Hi.
Watch.
But
Her lava
the job,
dress.
or the role in yes, very matching colors kayo. But the role of lending my voice to RYF, coming from the position of being a Miss Universe, is a very similar one, because it's lending my voice with a message that I personally believe in, and that I hope will contribute to the community, which has always been the goal of mine in the platform of Miss Universe, to see what I could contribute and also encourage people to do the same. And I hope that RYF is that same type of messaging. And I hope that people, as they could resonate with my journey to the Miss Universe crown and in elevating my home country of the Philippines, I hope that they can also resonate with the message of RYF.
That's awesome. And could we expect to hear more in the future, like a full album or more?
Yes,
more?
it's yes, definitely. It's been on my heart for the longest time, and of course, with everything with the pandemic, a lot of things have been changed around, and it's been a little bit difficult logistically, but it's been something in my heart, and I've been working on it silently. So I'm excited to release it sana soon for everyone to hear.
Awesome. Thank you. We're excited. Evie's excited. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Steve.
Bye-bye.
And the baby. Thank you so much. Right,
Yes,
now,
ang cute.
star, we have Gary de Guzman. Hi, Gary. Hi, Gary. Can we kindly turn your camera on and your microphone as well so that we may get your question for Miss Catriona Gray. All right, so I think I will just be reading the question of Sir Gary. So Catriona, his question is,
Mhm.
what verse or line of your new single would best describe you? And the next question is,
Ooh.
what are your goals and plans for the rest of 2021? So let's go to the first question first. What do you think best
Ooh, a
describes
lyric or a line in RYF that best
you?
describes me. Um, there is a line that says, whatever dream lays in your heart. And it's just this very small line, but it's something that really resonates with me because I've always been a believer that if you have a certain ambition or something that you're drawn to do and or
Mhm.
career path to follow or an interest, I really am a believer that that's not by chance. I really feel that you've had that dream in your heart for a reason. And so that's actually one of the lyrics that I changed myself or I wrote in myself, from the first version that was done by KZ, because I just felt like it resonated with me and it was a thought that I really wanted to put in there. So yun ang line. And then the second question was, sorry.
So, what are your plans or goals for the rest of 2021?
Ooh, we do have a few. At the moment, of course, I'm here spending time with my family. But when I go back home, there is a few upcoming events. I will continue as an ambassador for NCCA and DTI, along with Smelter, Young Focus, and the Red Cross. These are organizations that I'm very passionate about and really enjoy working with, especially in light of the pandemic. It makes me feel like I can be fulfilled in a role that gives back to the community because it's such a heavy feeling seeing how hard so many of our countrymen, their situations that they're in. And I completely recognize my privilege and also acknowledge that there are so many people who are falling on really, really hard times. So I will continue to be in a role of service for the rest of the year. And music is definitely in this year too. So excited for that.
Yay. Thank you for giving us a sneak peek into your 2021. Now let's go to our next friend from the media. We have Rhea Palos of Rhea Palos Hella Rhea, Kumu US NOLA. Hi, Rhea.
Hi, Queens. Greetings from the San Francisco Bay Area. Congratulations on the single. When I
Thank
read the
you.
beginning lyrics of Raise Your Flag, it brought back so many memories of when someone would ask me what I would want to be when I grow up. And sometimes people may be hesitant to share because some people may not be supportive or may not approve, or other people may not know what to say because maybe they don't know what they want to pursue. So how can Raise Your Flag influence people to look at the beauty of the situation and answer these questions with confidence?
I can completely resonate with that. When I was younger, when I had graduated high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do with myself. If you had asked me 5 years ago that I'd be here in this position, I would have looked at you like you were crazy because I just really never saw it on my horizon. And I know that kind of pressure that comes with being a young person, trying to find who are you in this world and what is your place here? What is your purpose here? I just want to encourage our listeners, that there is a pressure to know the answer, but life is a journey and you're never presented with answers because that's just not how life works, unfortunately. And we can have the tendency to plan all that we want, but at the end of the day, there will be realizations, life lessons, and experiences that will really nudge us or redirect us, as I like to say, to the destination that we were always meant to be in. So just have faith. And if you have that internal compass that says, you know what, these are my interests, these are things that I'm drawn to, I completely understand that in reality, in a lot of positions, we're told that we can't pursue that, or you need to pursue something else because maybe you're a provider for your family, maybe you have expectations from the people around you, and I completely understand that. But at a certain point, you have to ask yourself, how much of my life am I willing to live for someone else, or am I going to choose to live it for myself? It's not being selfish because it's your life, diba? And I also understand that support is something that's not experienced by everyone, but again, it's just a decision that you have to make, because at the end of the day, you're going to look back and be like, how did I live my life? Did I live it how I wanted to, or did I live it for other people? And for some people, that's enough to live it for your family. That's a form of love. Eh? So it's really everyone's unique journey. I'm sorry that was a bit of a long answer, but
It's all good, but in relation to my first question, there's no doubt that within the Filipino culture, parents or older relatives have high expectations on what young adults like me should pursue regarding their education or occupation. But when writing and performing Raise Your Flag, how did you envision this song motivating someone to strive for and never give up on their dreams?
well, I feel like the song is very much a reflection of me and my journey. And I suppose I could use that as the example. The path that I took was a path where I failed multiple times. I had doors closed in my face in the beginning. I know a lot of people see the crown and are like, oh, she wanted to be a beauty queen from when she was a kid, and it just worked out for her. And that is completely not the case. I hope that the song could really be a reflection that, life isn't easy. Getting to a dream isn't easy, but if you just take it one step at a time, which is also in the lyrics, keep that internal compass to tell you, okay, am I heading in the right direction? And hopefully the people around you will support you. But if they also are maybe not supportive or don't agree, it's also a form of them looking after you, or wanting the best for you. But I hope that if ever you were to pursue what you really wanted to, that they would realize, she's happy or he's happy. And as a guardian or as a parent, as a family member, if they're happy, then I should be happy too. I hope that they would have that realization. But again, you never know. But it's about how much you're willing to give to really reach your own dream.
Got it. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you for those questions, Rhea. That was such an inspiring exchange. Now let's see what our next friend from the media has to ask. Catriona, we have Adrian Pangilinan of SDFC and the Philam Film Collective.
Hello, thank you everyone for having me. Hi, Catriona.
Hello po.
Kind of starstruck. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with my question para hindi na magkano gulo-gulo. Pero so my first question is what does being Filipino mean to you, and how do you feel like you've been able to translate that into your newest single?
Thank you for that question. Being Filipino means a lot of things to me, but I suppose in this context, I could give the answer of being Filipino means that I care about my countrymen, I care about my culture, and I care about everything that makes us Filipino. I'm a cultural ambassador, but I'm also someone who really tries to uplift the lives of fellow Filipinos. And I feel that that's the message of RYF, standing up for someone, standing up for something. I mean, June is Pride Month. So RYF could also apply to promoting inclusivity and equality, could also lend its voice to standing up for education, standing up for equal rights. So that is the meaning of RYF for me. I know it started as an ode to my journey in Miss Universe, but I hope that through my interpretation of the song, it can evolve to how I see the song, which is that it means to stand up for something. It's not about being just proud of your country. It's about raising your voice for something.
Yay, thank you. And actually, if it's okay with you, somebody had asked my second question, but I'm just gonna do like a offset related one. So for your first album, like full album, what do you feel like you would call that album? The title of the album, I'm curious.
Ooh. I think it's hard to tell because the name of an album or the feel of an album really depends on what the songs are, what the storytelling is. And the kind of artist that I see myself to be is a storyteller, because I do love telling stories and sharing journeys and sharing experiences. So I don't know what I would name it. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, when the time comes. Thank you. Thank you for having me,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Stay
so much
safe.
for.
Thank you,
Thank you. You
Adrian.
too.
And thank you for adjusting your question. See, Adrian could be, in a beauty pageant as well. He knows how to adapt, how to adjust. Okay, now let's go
Thinking on
to
your
Brad.
feet.
Exactly, because someone asked his question already. Now let's go to Bradford Atkins of Philippine News. Hi, Bradford. Kindly turn on your camera and microphone so that we can hear you and see you. Hi, Brad.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you
Yes,
hear me?
we can. We can. Hello.
Hi, hi, Kat. How are you?
Hello po, I'm well. Yourself?
I'm good. I was in the Philippines when you won Binibini. I was in Bangkok when you won
Oh,
the Universe Crown, and I was very happy.
amazing.
Yeah, as Miss Universe,
Thank you.
by default, you became citizen of the world, the universe rather. And with the pandemic and all, local artists are exploring other opportunities outside their birthplace, trying to raise their own flag out there. Will you consider that venturing into an international career in the future since things are changing? Maybe Hollywood?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely think. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for being there at both of my winning moments. I can attest that the energy there was something very, very memorable. So it's great that you were there. When it comes into terms of pursuing something internationally, I definitely am open to the opportunity. And in a way, I feel like many of us, including myself, are actually doing that because now social media allows us to really reach audiences outside of our home country through digital, through streaming services, through like MediaCons just like this, where we have friends and partners from all over the world. It really gives the platform that extended reach. So I would love to be able to perform in different places around the world, but I really feel that the way that digital has allowed us to really expand our reach for our different talents and creations, like music, like film, it's really given that opportunity to reach people around the world. So
Thank you for that answer. Regarding your song, here's my
thank you.
favorite, parts, lyrics of your song, Raise Your Flag, quote unquote. For the ones who think they cannot get
Mhm.
somewhere, raise your flag. For the ones who think no one believes in them, raise your flag. For the ones who already feel like giving up, raise your flag. Miss Catriona, admit it or not, there were times in your life before, during, and after Miss Universe that you had your own share of self doubts.
Oh
Can you
yeah.
let us in on that? Can you let us in on that? Like, how did you overcome
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, I've had many, many, and I still have them today. I mean, I think it's a completely normal reaction or experience as a human being when you're putting yourself out there in any type of way, whether it be in pursuing a new career or, a new skill or even a new workplace. There's always that aspect of self-doubt. And it just means that you really care about what you're doing. But I guess some of the most memorable moments of self-doubt and how I overcame it, one would definitely be submitting my application for Bining Bining Pilipinas because I had come from failing to get the crown for my country of the Philippines at my first international pageant. And I really gave my heart into that pursuit. And so I had the hurt of losing, and I had both support and also people saying, "Ay, kaya pala, she lost because ito." And so wanting to then try again, there was so much doubt and fear na parang, am I really going to have a different fate this time? Or was that first experience enough to define this entire opportunity for me? Will I even get in as a candidate? Will I even get the crown of Miss Universe? Or will I end up with another title? It was an incredibly humbling experience for me, but I realized that I really felt when I was on stage, when I was given the opportunity to utilize a platform to speak about things that I care about, I felt like I was meant to be there. And so my heart was searching for that feeling again. So I said to myself, what do I have to lose? I could either live my life defined by fear and regret never having tried, or I can just try and I can fail again, but at least I can tell myself that I tried.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you,
Thank you,
Tan.
Brad. Wow. Thank you for the honesty, by the way, Catriona. Your answers are amazing. And thank you to our friends from the media for the
Thank
questions.
you.
You know, we've gone from like, just being a recording artist to what it means to be a Filipino and then your self doubts now. We're getting pretty deep, guys. Okay. Now let's go to our next friend from the
Yeah,
media.
super.
We have Rachel Mendiola of Asian Journal. Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Great voice.
Um,
Hi.
my
Mm-mm.
hi. My question is, um, what's the most memorable experience you've had while recording Raise Your Flag?
Ooh, most memorable experience. I think would have had to be the moment that, well, it happened this year that we actually got the go ahead that we could finally release, because we actually recorded the song in the first quarter of 2020. It's been sitting in the archives for that long. So I guess yung feeling na parang, oh my gosh, it's actually going to happen. But it just felt like I'm a great believer in that things happen for a reason. And I feel like I hope that the message during this time, through everything that everyone's going through, will still resonate with them. And RYF is an anthem for me. It's very personal, the song. So I hope that people could really connect to that. And so I'm just really happy that it's finally seeing the light of day. And of course, everyone is showing so much support, which I'm so grateful of.
Okay, thank you and congrats on your single.
Thank
you,
you for.
Rachel. Okay, now let's go to someone who's always with us in our media conferences, Kate Adahar of Random Republica. Thanks for being here again.
Hi, thank you, I. Hi, Kat. My question is, we know a lot about your journey as a
Hi.
beauty queen, but as a singer, when did you start singing? And did you also have that Filipino kid experience of singing at gatherings or joining contests?
Yeah, definitely. I've loved singing ever since I was little. I just never thought I had what it takes to be a singer until I was about 18 years old. Because I would just sing along a lot around the house. I would always love listening to music, and all throughout my academic life, I would always be in choir in school, and I took part in musicals and recitals, and I was lead of my jazz band in high school. So it was kind of just a common thread through my younger life. And then when I first I first heard my voice recorded in an actual studio, because I decided to make a cover of a song for my mom for Mother's Day. And I remember the moment that I heard my voice come through the speakers, and I was like, me? But even until this day, I have a lot of nervousness when it comes to the arena of music, because I feel like such a newbie, and I feel like there is such a need for me to prove myself in this space, because I am very grateful to have the opportunity to have this platform, mainly because I brought pride to our country through Miss Universe. But I feel ever more the pressure to really mark my space in the music industry. And it just felt very fitting to start with this song, which is actually my second release in music, comparing it to We're in This Together, which was very much a part of my journey also. So I guess this is almost, in a way, a closure of that journey before I really go off into defining who I am as an artist, after my Miss Universe journey. But it just felt very important for me personally to put my spin or my interpretation on this song that was inspired by my journey. So, yun.
Thanks. And speaking of that, how would you describe Catriona before and after raising the flag as Miss Universe?
Ooh. In a lot of ways, I feel very much the same. I just feel that the platform was enlarged, or I was given more of a reach. But my passion for what I do is very much the same, if not stronger now, because I've given the opportunity. Been given the opportunity to really travel and hear so many different experiences and stories of other people, that's really deepened my understanding of worldly issues. And it's really challenged me as a spokesperson to really up my understanding, because the world is so complex and people are so complex. And there's never just an easy answer for everything. There's never just one side. So it's really given me the opportunity to really challenge my understanding. But I'm very, very grateful for it. And just really excited to be heading into this new endeavor also.
Thank you and congratulations, Kat. Thanks, Ai.
Thank you, Kate. Okay, now we have another
Thank
friend.
you.
We have Von Belinario of One News Philippines and TV5. Hi, Von.
Hi, BJ Ai. Hi, Kat. Nice to see you again virtually.
Hi. Long
Congratu-
time no see.
Long time no see, Kat. So, Kat, congratulations on this new single. No, so aside from the
Thank
nationalistic
you.
and cultural vibes of this song, how personal is this music for you?
Super personal. Because even though it is really inspired by the things I've said in my Miss Universe journey, when I said those things, they came from a very personal place for me. So it was an amazing experience to first hear this song, and I remember it really vividly because it was at my homecoming concert in 2019 in Araneta, and KZ and Critico performed it, and I was just blown away by the amazing job that Sir Jonathan Manalo and Trisha Denise really did in creating this anthemic song. And it was a very also full circle for me to see that, because I really believe that music is one of the greatest connecting mediums that is out there, which is why I love music so much. And to see that so many people now, with my interpretation of the song, also can really recognize and connect to the messaging, which has really evolved from my personal journey, which is where those original statements came from, surpassing the meaning of patriotism or love for country, and now to really being a spokesperson, being an advocate yourself. And I know that those are quite large, fluffy words, but really in this day that we're going through so many challenges and so many different hardships, the world needs more people to stand up. The world needs more people to get involved and to give back and to contribute. So RYF is really a call to action. And that's why it's so fulfilling to be able to put out this type of message.
Wow, speaking of message, Kat, no, of course, we all know that you have lots of fans, supporters from the LGBTQ plus community, and it's a Pride Month. So may we have your
Yes.
message to the community, for the community?
Yes. To the LGBTQ plus community, happy Pride Month. And also to all of the allies out there. It is now time more than ever to again redirect the spotlight on the conversation revolving around our LGBTQ plus community. I tweeted out this morning that it is a prime opportunity for us to look back on how far we have come and how far we have yet to go in the fight for equality. Because at the end of the day, that is what we are fighting for together. It is all of our fights. Because you cannot say that I, as an ally, have equality if my friends do not. It just doesn't work. And so I hope that more people could be educated and made aware of this month, because I noticed that a lot of the conversations that happen, most of the people that are against the community are those that are maybe just not knowledgeable of the plight of the LGBTQ community, of our friends, or maybe they just lack understanding, and that's completely okay. But I hope that we would be given opportunities to really raise awareness and education so that we could extend further our fight for equality this Pride Month.
Wow. Kat, sorry pahabol. What would be your participation in the Binibining Pilipinas Coronation Night on July?
Ooh, there's an announcement coming up very soon. So I'll let everyone wait for that, Muna. But yes, I will definitely be there.
Wow, we're looking forward to that. And again, thank you so much, Kat, for answering all my questions. And congratulations. Keep safe.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you, Ai.
Thank you also, Bon. Okay, now we have a question from Michelle Soliman of Business World Arts and Leisure.
Hi, DJIE. Thank you. And hi, Catriona.
Hey, Miss Michelle.
Um, I first saw you at the NCCA Ambassador announcement event. That was, I think, 2 years
Oh,
ago.
yes,
So,
po.
nice to meet you virtually. And I have to address my question too. So my question is, now that you're venturing into music, as you were also as a kid and you also studied music before, what would you want or hope to explore as an artist and as a musician, venturing out from your time as a beauty queen with the
Yeah, I
release of the
really,
single?
yeah, I would really love to show who Catriona is as an artist and more of an extension of who I am as a person, because I know that the title of Miss Universe has a lot of connotations with being a beauty queen, which is always looking a certain way and, being on stages in beautiful dresses. It has this certain identity already. And I have loved owning that identity, and I still do in many facets of the position that I'm in. But I would really love to invite people in as an artist to know my stories as a person, not as a beauty queen. I really resonate with being a storyteller through music. And so I would think that that would be a theme in the music that I am to put out. And so, yeah, I would hope that my listeners of my music would get to know me as a person through listening to it.
My second question would be, are there plans for you to participate in any online concerts or anything of those events while we are waiting for live events?
Yes. Yes, they're definitely in the pipeline. So I'm excited for that. If ever, it will be my first online concert participation. So it's very, very exciting. And I really look forward to it.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you, Michelle.
Okay, now let's go to Flo Galindez of flowgalindes.com.
Hi, Kat.
Hi.
Hello, sorry. Okay, sobrang starstruck pa rin ako sa'yo and you're so beautiful. Thanks, DJI.
Thank you.
Okay, people get attached with songs, especially because of the beat, diba? Pero with this song, RYF, I hear people already mention that there are so many good lines. But we want to hear it from you. What is the best line of the RYF that make it as your fight song and the future fight song of other people?
Ooh, I love this question. Thank you very much. It's a hard question because, like you just said, I feel that there are so many lyrics and lines in RYF that resonate with different people for different reasons. One that I feel is really the chorus, and I know that's multiple lines, but it has the sentiment of raise your flag, which I also feel connotates to stand up for or do something about or take action for those who feel they can't get anywhere, those who feel like giving up. Because just in our certain current circumstance, in what so many people are going through, I feel like so many generations at each level are feeling disheartened about different things. It could be the younger generations who are having problem with their education system because the transition to online, it's not all equal access. And perhaps they're feeling very disheartened about that because the pressure to support a family is still there. The pressure to do well, to reach a certain career path is still there. Or you could have the older generations who perhaps feel disheartened because of the state of their nation or their access to healthcare or the plight of their community. So it's really an empowering message, empowering in the sense that it's a call to action of what can we do for our fellow person. And that's what I hope our RYF, the song itself, would really stir in people that listen to it. And it's an anthem. It's a call to action to be something for someone, to raise your voice for someone or something.
Okay. You're mentioning about the raise your voice, those things. Aside from being the queen cat of Miss Universe, what are the other best raise your flag story that is worth sharing for so many generations to come?
Ooh, you mean in like my life so far?
Yes.
Flo is definitely asking the hard
I would
questions.
really think that it would be revolving around my yeah, diba? It would definitely be revolving around my community outreach programs because that is actually the motivation that even led me to pageantry in the first place. It was hearing other people's stories about their plights and their challenges, things that they really came up against, the lack of support, or just the disheartenedness or the disenchantment that they faced when even looking towards pursuing what they wanted to in life, or even just not having access to basic human rights, healthcare, education, support. So that's really what became my battle cry and what I saw pageantry to be an fire of. And so my journey to raising our flag on the Miss Universe stage found its heart in really wanting to do something about my countrymen to try and help. So that was the original RYF moment. It started so many things for me. So it definitely is my most memorable and probably the turning point of my life.
Yes. Thank you, Kat, for giving us RYF, and thank you for being inspiration to us Filipinos. Thank you, Kat. Thank you,
Thank
DJ.
you. Thank you very much.
Flo Galindez of FloGalindes.com. Now let's have the always energetic Albert Brian Abelido of Chicanes. Hi, Albert.
Hey, mabuhay! Thank you,
Hi,
DJ
mabuhay.
Ann. Thank you, Kat. How are you?
Okay naman, ikaw.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yung question ko is, was there a point in your life wherein you were thinking twice of raising our Philippine flag?
Hindi naman. I don't think so because it's always been something that's given me great purpose because all throughout my journey and being on the international stage or pursuing this career in being a spokesperson, being an advocate, it has always been for the goal of doing it for someone else. And that's exactly what I believe the whole message of RYF is. It's acting out on a personal basis to do something for someone else. It's a very outward motion. It's a giving action. So I don't know. It just seems like it really is present in my whole journey. So no, I don't think I've ever thought twice about it.
Okay. Yeah, kasi syempre, di ba, hindi naman perfect ang ating nation, ganyan. But at least yung
But
sense of pride is always
our
there.
people are always worth wanting to fight for a better tomorrow for them, to fight for better, access to certain things, education, to, really allow our future generations to inherit a better nation. That's always worth fighting for.
Correct, correct. And dear, yung last question ko is, how do you feel when there are candidates or contestants who copies your performance? Parang nagiging copycat, ganyan. And somehow, sometimes, they were put into a disadvantaged position because of that.
I don't know that I agree with the term of copycat. I understand the resemblance perhaps to my brand because I was very consistent with the ear cuff and the turns and the slit in the dress. My brand was very consistent from my nationals to Miss Universe. So I understand maybe resemblance in silhouettes, but I don't feel that I can take ownership of the side part and the slit in the dress and an ear cuff. You know what I mean? It's not mine to own. And I also know in the journey of representing your country and pageantry, it is all about the girl wanting to feel her most beautiful and her most empowered and her most confident. So if that is in a style that perhaps she feels that way, then own it. And it doesn't necessarily put them as at a disadvantage. I mean, people may have the recall, like, oh, that's a similar dress, but each girl has her own journey. And if they've gone with that style, it means that they feel beautiful and confident in that. And who are we to say that, it affects their journey, because it's their decision. It's their journey, and how they wish to portray themselves through it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, dear, and congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Thanks, Albert. Okay, now let's go to Alan Sancon of Stars Putog.
Hi,
Alan.
DBI. Hi, Catriona.
Hi, Alan.
Hello, nice to see you again after a long time.
Opo. Ang paganda, no?
At yung tanong ko sa iyo, aside from singing, are you planning to enter also yung acting or hosting? And if given a chance, sino yung gusto mo makatrabaho on your first launching movie?
Oh, it's hard to say because I'm definitely open to opportunities acting. Although I feel in it. Why do I say that? Because I don't feel like I have any experience whatsoever. But I would love to be given the opportunity to have like an action movie, because I have a black belt in karate from when I was younger. And I would love the opportunity to like have a fight scene or something. So I guess that would be something I'd super be open to. In regards to working with different people, honestly, I would not be picky whatsoever, because I feel like it would be a learning experience either way. And that is what I would need as a newcomer into that type of field. So, yun. And hi to your dog. Ang cute. Hi.
The follow-up question to you is, are you open working with some Milby on your movie or in some acting projects?
Yeah, I would be open to it. But I guess we really enjoy keeping our relationship quite private. So it's not that we're opposed to working together. I guess that it would be different, diba? Parang it's either marketing your relationship with a project or keeping it for yourself. So yun lang.
Thank you, Kat, and congratulations.
Thank
Hope to see you
you.
here in the Philippines again soon.
Yes, definitely po. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We've been seeing children and now dogs.
I know.
Everybody wants to meet you, Kat.
It
Okay,
makes
now-
me miss my dog back home.
Oh, I'm sure your dog misses you too. But now let's go to philstar.com. We have Danny Bernardo joining us today. Hi.
Hi, Kat. How are you? Speaking of copycats, I have a cat.
Aww.
And also yourself.
Ganda.
Thank you.
Danny.
Yes. How's your pandemic life in Australia so far? And how is it being a recording star during the pandemic?
Ooh, well, to be honest, it doesn't feel like pandemic life here. Kasi sobrang swerte nila sa Australia. Walang naka-mask. It's like back to normal. And I'm so sorry if you hear something noisy. There's a big truck that's passing. I hope my audio is still okay. But it's practically back to normal here. They're very strict on their border restrictions, but it's just been so wonderful to spend time with my family. I'm very close to my parents, being an only child, and I'm so used to seeing them at least once a year. And my dad, he's quite an older dad, so parang ang fear na nasa isip ko palagi, especially since last year, is what do if something happens and I wasn't able to spend time with him, and it would just the thought would haunt me. And I'm just so happy I was given the opportunity by Lord to finally go and see them, and it was such an emotional reunion that it's been wonderful spending time with them. And then to your second question, being a recording artist during the pandemic, I mean it's offered its fair share of challenges in regards to there's not the opportunity to really do live events or really connect with